The Damian Lillard saga has taken a crazy turn. The Toronto Raptors are now reportedly the frontrunners to acquire the 7-time All-Star. The Heat and Blazers haven't been able to get a deal done for Dame to this point, and now it appears that the Raptors have entered the mix. Will the Raptors make a big trade for a disgruntled superstar similar to what they did back in 2018? Today, we will speculate. What's going on, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Damian Lillard situation and the current updates surrounding it. If you guys can do me a solid favor, please hit a like on the video. It helps a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. The Toronto Raptors enter this week as the frontrunners to trade for Damian Lillard. Two high-ranking NBA team executives told ESPN's Anscape. Mark Spears made this known on NBA Today the other day. The hottest name that is interested in Lillard, the Toronto Raptors. Spears said that things in Miami are quiet right now, and Blazers are continuing to talk to other teams. The Miami Herald's Anthony Chang put out a piece today saying that one league source who spoke to Portland's front office last week was told by the Blazers that a trade that sends Lillard to the Heat is unlikely. Spears said that the Blazers are intrigued about adding a young 6'8" sharpshooter in Grady Dick. Spears also said while the Raptors have had recent conversations with the Blazers about Lillard, no trade is imminent. Now, contrary to the noise that Damian Lillard doesn't want to be in Toronto, we even saw something floating around online saying that Dame would make it ugly if he was traded to Toronto. Spears did say that Damian Lillard is known to be a professional and he knows he would show up and play. He questioned if Lillard would like Toronto, but then joked that Drake would have to get in his ear a little bit. This is pretty significant because one of the biggest concerns that I had, at least, was if Dame would even report to camp if traded to Toronto. Miami Herald's Barry Jackson did say that Dame would request a trade if he was traded anywhere but Miami. However, Spears saying that Lillard would show up and play is notable, especially considering the Raptors would have to pay a big price to land Lillard. Speaking of what the Raptors could offer, Sportsnet's Michael Grange had an interesting piece on this Dame situation. He confirmed per his sources that the Raptors are very much in the mix. He also said that the Raptors seem at least reasonably confident they can maneuver their way to the front of the line past the Miami Heat, Lillard's preferred destination, and ahead of a team such as the Nets. Grange said by process of elimination, the deal would come down to being built around OG Ananobi. The Blazers have had long interest in OG, and Ananobi can become an unrestricted free agent next summer. And it appears Barnes isn't going anywhere. Grange said that Scottie Barnes remains the apple of the Raptors' eye, and NBC Sports' Kurt Helin said this: whatever that trade package looks like, it will not involve Toronto sending former Rookie of the Year Scottie Barnes to Portland, league sources told NBC Sports. It's not that Toronto took him off the table. Barnes was never in the same room as the table. Grange outlined a deal involving Ananobi, Gary Trent Jr., and Thad Young, which works financially, along with multiple first-round picks. But given the Blazers' reported interest in Grady Dick, the Raptors may have to include him as well. OG Ananobi, Gary Trent Jr., rookie Grady Dick, salary filler, as well as multiple first-round picks is a plausible trade package that TSN's Josh Lewenberg outlined in his article. That's quite a steep price for Lillard, who is 33 years old and has 4 years and nearly $220 million left on his contract. If the Raptors gut out their roster for Lillard, would they still have enough of a supporting cast to compete for a title? And would the Blazers even want whatever the Raptors are trying to offer them? Also, I'm playing devil's advocate here, but what doesn't make sense to me, and is something that I questioned with a post on X, is if the Raptors are trying to win now and compete for a championship, wouldn't it make more sense to keep OG Ananobi? I know contractually OG's in line for a big payday, which could be too much for the Raptors' books, but with Dame and Siakam, Barnes' development would be severely hindered. Also, with Dame and Siakam, you need guys who can space the floor and hit shots, which is something that 3-and-D player OG Ananobi does well. Barnes is the better talent, but Ananobi is the better fit in this win-now-move scenario. A core of Lillard, Ananobi, Siakam, and Poeltl is a lot more balanced in my opinion, and with the right depth, could be an Eastern Conference Finals team as soon as the season. But of course, the Raptors won't trade Barnes, and I mean, why would they now, especially if they didn't trade Barnes for KD a season ago? I get that. So if the Raptors do get the Blazers to take an Ananobi-based deal, then the Raptors still need Scottie Barnes to take that big third-year leap, and they need him to gel with Siakam and Lillard. As I said in my last video when covering this topic, I didn't think a trade was worth it for Lillard because there are a lot of risks and many question marks. However, if Lillard is willing to play for Toronto and gives Masai Ujiri and company his commitment, that changes everything, and I'd be much more inclined to this. Lillard is a superstar talent, there's no denying that, and he gives the Raptors a true 1A option, which is something they haven't had since Kawhi. And we know in today's NBA, if you want a chance to win a championship, you need a true 1A. And then Siakam goes back to his better fit as a number 2 option. And if the Raptors do this, at least they finally pick a direction. It was either rebuilding by trading away Siakam and fully committing to Barnes, or competing now by trading for a superstar. The Raptors may end up deciding on the latter. Of course, as we know, until something happens, talk is cheap. The Raptors have been the front runner before, just last summer as a matter of fact, for Kevin Durant, and nothing happened. But with training camp about a week away and trade talks heating up, something could happen soon. A trade is expected to go down before the start of training camp next week, Mark Spears said. We'll find out if the Heat still end up getting a deal done for Lillard. They were my original prediction in this whole Damian Lillard sweepstakes. If another surprise team emerges out of nowhere, if the Blazers do nothing because hey, that's always an option, but that would suck for us fans. Or if the Raptors trade for a disgruntled superstar once again. I mean, the last time the Raptors did that, they went on to win the whole thing. What do you think will happen with Damian Lillard, and where do you think he will go? And Raptors fans, what would you be willing to trade for Lillard? We know Scottie Barnes will not be included in any trade package. So what do you think is the Raptors' best offer for Lillard, and something that the Blazers would accept? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, guys, please hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel. And I do want to preface that a lot of things can change. By the time you're watching this video, we could have even more updates, new occurrences when it comes to this Damian Lillard situation. But in closing, I just want to say this. I just want a solution to all of this. I just want a Damian Lillard trade. I don't know about all of you, but I'm sick and tired of scrolling my feed and just waiting for something to drop. Is this the week where finally something will happen and we will have closure to this Damian Lillard situation? Real quick, drop your prediction down below. Where will Damian Lillard end up? Call it now. I did a poll on my community page, and you can let your voices be heard in the comment section of this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Lucas signing off, and I will catch you all again in the next video.